We're live from the Spero Clinic with graduation 4 of 4. They saved the best for last. And I love you still. So you have kept me on my toes since day one with the nickname Jack in the Box. Your spasms. I'm not an easily scared person, but every time I think I jumped. So since then, it's just been one thing after another that we've cleared. It's just, you come in every single day and it's something else new that's gone away. Your hearings came back, your spasms are gone. It's just been an amazing adventure with you, and I'm very proud that I got to go through this with you. I'm very proud of you for where you're at now and where you started, and I can't wait for you to get back to your life.
I apologize in advance. I'm really rolling my eyes out watching everybody else. I would like to start by thanking the hundreds of people who made this moment possible through their generosity and prayers. You all gave me a wonderful gift, that of having a second chance. I thank God for all of you, and I'll be eternally grateful for all that you've done and given me. I want to thank my family for taking care of me when I no longer could take care of myself. I am truly grateful for everything you all did. There are so many of you who helped me in so many ways. I can't thank all of you because of time, but please know that I will never forget how you all came together for me. There are a few of you that I really must thank though, starting with two of my sisters who also have CRPS. Bridget. We have gone through Spero together. Dion, you're almost there. It was truly amazing that the opportunity to get better together. You supported me and uplifted me like nobody else could because you were going through it too. Thanks for pushing me when I needed it, and hopefully I'll be able to help you as well. Sister Jonna, you have had CRPS since you were 4, and it has not been able to stop you. I am standing here today because of you. Those first 6 months, you taught me how to emotionally deal with the pain like nobody else could. Thank you. I hope that one day you also will be here ringing this bell and knowing what it is like to have relief from that horrible pain and CRPS. Mom, you are the strongest person I know. You have watched CRPS consume the bodies of 3 of your children, and you have never given up on them. You prayed and searched for treatments that would work for 24 years before we found Spero. Thank you for your love and care. Thank you for being here in Arkansas for 5 months and making sure I made a couple of my appointments, because I would not have. I also want to thank my brother and sister who I lived with. Francis, I don't know any other 22-year-olds who would have done all that you did for me. Whether it was brushing and blow drying my hair or calling off of work to take care of me because I was having a bad day. You never made me feel small and always made a point of trying to include me, even if it was just being caught up in a ball, listening to you talking about your latest 3-gun match. You have such a big heart. Victoria, I know my brain fog was literally driving you crazy, so thanks for the patience. I will always remember how you sucked up some of your own fear and helped me with my exercises, which thoroughly grossed you out with the bones popping in and out of place. The times you went to Mommy Bay and just sat by the water will always be good memories. When you did that, it drew me out of myself and it meant a lot to me. I had 2 amazing therapists back in Ohio, Ashley and Sonia. Thank you for doing what you could to keep me out of a wheelchair and for helping me to regain the ability to talk, which for a while I had lost. You were a great therapist. I wasn't sure if I wanted to tell my story or just thank everyone. I decided to because I had some symptoms that don't pop up when researching CRPS, and at times I felt crazy and would question myself if everything was real. So I decided to tell part of my story in case someone who has similar symptoms watches this video. Maybe it will give them the peace of mind which I at times needed. In December of 2022, I sprained my right wrist. Very rapidly, my pain began to spread, and at that point, I knew instantly in my gut that it was CRPS. It eventually became full body. I had the typical burning, bone crushing, electrical pain, and more. I had 24/7 constant muscle spasms. I was lucky if I had a minute between them. Sometimes they would be so violent that I would be temporarily completely paralyzed, only able to silently cry until it was over, which could be seconds to hours. My whole body would uncontrollably jerk, like Dr. T mentioned. I think I scared just about every therapist the first 2 weeks. I had horrible migraines. My brain fog was so bad that I lost the ability to read. In those days, if you asked me what my name was, I would not have been able to tell you. Passing out at night became a regular occurrence once the CRPS spread to my organs. I would scream, pass out, wake up, repeat, until the morning came and my pain dropped from 10. By the time I got to Spero, my organs were going into failure. I lived in fear that the next big pain flare of my organs would result with something bursting inside of me. What I mean by a pain flare of my organs is, my organs would literally violently shake and move around within me. At times, it felt like someone was trying to crush them, or other times play tug of war with them, tearing them to pieces. Onlookers could look at my abdomen during these episodes and see it moving, twisting, my back being forced into weird abnormal positions. Out of all my CRPS pain, this was the worst. You always read that CRPS is considered non-terminal, but during these flares, I really began to question that. By the time I got to Spero, I could barely eat or drink. Nearly every part of my body was frozen. It was all I could do to close my jaw and open it to talk or eat. I started treatment at the end of September in 2024. All of you who work here are truly amazing. For the sake of time, I'm not going to thank everyone by name except a few. I will say that you are wonderful, caring, and amazing people. The fact that your patients can come in and trust you, despite their PTSD, emotional and physical scars, etc. In order to do some of the, let's face it, scary and crazy sounding stuff, and let you put them in even more pain to get better, is a huge testament to all of your characters and your inner beauty. Because if it wasn't for who you are, we wouldn't be able to trust enough to go through this program. Thank you. I have good memories with all of you. I do want to thank my doctor, Dr. T. He celebrated my wins no matter their size, even when I emotionally couldn't, or just plain couldn't see them. Your amazing personality and sense of humor, and the care you take with each of your patients, is one of the reasons I kept me fighting each day. You always got me to laugh when I needed it. And thank you for all your patience with the post. I also wanted to give a shout out to Tyler and Jacob. Tyler, I was very angry with you when you made my ears your special project. Thank you for ignoring my anger and not letting it affect what you knew needed to be done, especially since my ears turned out to be the key to so many other things with my CRPS. Long story short, you, Dr. Lucas, and Dr. Sheen ended my 27 years of 24/7 constant ear ringing. I can now go 3 days with no ear ringing, and when it does come back, it is only for a max of 10 minutes. You unlocked to me the world of true silence, and how beautiful and peaceful it can be. Jacob. So many people during your speech say how much they hated piezo. I had amazing results with it. You had to do some pretty tough spots on me, and I could see in your face that you didn't want to do them because you knew how painful it was going to be, but you did it anyway with compassion because in the long run you knew I needed it. Thank you for piezoing my ears. 30 minutes after the session, for the first time in my life, I heard the words on the radio. At the same time, I heard Chelsea talking to me without having to read her lips. Not only has Spero given me relief from CRPS, EDS, Fibromyalgia, Gastroparesis, organ failure, and brain knots, they solved the puzzle of my ears, which before Spero, no other doctor ever believed me about, let alone tried to help me figure it out. You all have opened up to me the world of sound, voices, and music. My ears are not perfect, but I no longer have to lip read, and it isn't stressful to be around people anymore. God used all of you to answer a long-forgotten prayer I had said in middle school. I had asked God for my ears to be healed. That instance of prayer was the only time that I can remember where I ever allowed myself to face how bad my hearing was and the pain that came with it, and then dream of being able to clearly hear someone talk and being relieved. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Lastly, I want to thank my NMR therapist, Chelsea. I am so grateful that I was assigned to you. You were always so patient with the brain fog and me not being able to figure out what in the world I was supposed to be doing. It meant so much to me that in the first couple of months, you always made an effort to make sure I could see your face, which I know is difficult, especially if you're like putting pads on my legs. Lastly, there was never any doubt in my mind that you truly cared and wanted me to get better. The way you would slightly push me, or at times really push me, or when you would pivot when something came up, and the way you trusted me when I said I couldn't do another, and when something popped out and I said we needed to stop. It was amazing to see your mind work to solve the puzzles my body presented you with, like my pointer fingers. You came up with some pretty crazy sounding theories and exercises to do, but they worked. Like wrapping my fingers and learning how to jump in order to be able to walk correctly. Thank you, and I'm really going to miss you.
We're gonna miss you too.